Welcome to the NOLA.com, the Times-Picayune's prep preview show, Large Schools Edition. I'm your host, Julie Boudwin, and joining me is New Orleans prep writer Mike Strom. Mike, you've got a lot of shows to get through, but thanks for sticking with us.
Oh, it's always a pleasure. This is my time of year, football season.
All right, well, let's kick off this show with a school that's getting a lot of attention for the sheer number of talented athletes on the squad, and that would be Warren Easton. What makes this year's squad so special?
Well, you touched on it initially with the word talent. I mean, the Eagles are loaded across the board, and many of their top players are now moved into leadership roles as seniors. But two players immediately come to mind: their quarterback, Deshaun Capers-Smith, and their wide receiver, Tyron Johnson.
Here we see it there, the picture of those two.
I mean, there's two as good of players as there are in America, and. But what I think is going to be a difference maker for Easton this year is they do have so many seniors, including Deshaun and Tyron, and these guys have invested, 4 years of their life in this program, and they are not going to go quietly.
All right, and they're in a really tough district, the 948 district, along with Carr and Landry Walker. Who would you say the favorite in that district is? And it could be, I guess, too early to tell at this point.
Well, I think you have to go with Easton as a favorite, but I think Landry's a close second, and you can make a solid case for them. They have, from talking to Coach Powell, Emmanuel Powell, they have about 13 to 13 starters, including two really good quarterbacks, and LeJean Cordier and Katon Thompson, one of the best defensive linemen in the state, and George Lee. And they picked up a couple of transfers from Carver, and Carlos Joseph and Romulus Walker, who are going to play receiver, and Romulus will also get some running back time. The Charging Buccaneers look loaded, and then it's hard to imagine, speaking about Carr and third place, picking them, but that's kind of the reality. I mean, they well,
that's what happens when you lose 30-something seniors.
Correct, and about 20 of them signed with colleges.
Yeah. All right, well, let's move on to reigning Class 4A champion East Jefferson. Gone is Coach Sulp, Eugene Wells, and Ronald Green. But this team is still talented. How do you see 2014 playing out for the Warriors?
I think they're going to have, East Jefferson's going to have a solid team. I primarily base that on they have 7 returning starters defensively, and they were such an outstanding, dominant defense a year ago. They really rode the defense. They had 7 shutouts in 10 regular season games and 8 overall. So they have many of those top players back. Coach Mark Martin is an experienced veteran coach. I think players like him, and he has some other challenges. Several of other staff members departed along with Coach Salter Formaggio. So East Jefferson has some challenges they're facing, but I would say they are among the top 2 teams in District 8 4A. I'd probably lean towards Franklinton as a district favorite. That's me.
What about Riverdale in that district? Could they be a sleeper?
I would definitely think that they qualify as a sleeper, dark horse. They're another team that you can't take lightly. This is Coach Brett Bonifon's 2nd season. He's obviously got them going in the right direction. They thought they were in the playoffs a year ago, and there was a late forfeit by Vanderbilt Catholic that wound up knocking them out the field. And they have one of the best players in the state, if not the nation, in Dante Joseph, who will play safety, cornerback, running back, wide receiver, and return kicks if anybody has the courage to kick the ball to him.
Dante Jackson.
Dante Jackson,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
That's all right. Well, let's move on to your favorite part of the show, the lightning round, which is basically we're going to have 30 seconds on the clock. I'm going to say a school, and Mike is going to say the first thing that pops into his head about that school. So going to get 30 seconds on the clock, and let's start with Higgins.
New coach, Craig LeBoard, new offense, spread offense, no more 3 yards, cloud of dust.
Errett.
Errett, 2 of the best defensive players in our area in Michael Divinity and Robert Green.
Bell Chase.
Bell Chase, another program with a new coach, Stephen Myers, highly regarded coach, and he's got an outstanding quarterback in Andrew Hicks.
McDonough 35.
The Dean of New Orleans area coaches in Wayne Reese, You can never discount the Ron Eagles.
Car.
Car, just
Time's
reloading is what they would tell you. To me, it looks a little more rebuilding-ish.
I got through a good bit there.
Okay.
That's going to do it for this edition. Be sure to check out all of the great preview content and preview shows on NOLA.com. I'm Julie Boudwin. That's Mike Strom. Until the next time, thanks for watching.